Hi everyone, good afternoon, 2:34 on this Tuesday. Thanks for joining us for our afternoon update. I'm Rekha Muniraj, as always, coming to you live from the KHOU 11 newsroom. Hey, let's get to it. These are the stories you guys are clicking on today. If you follow Texas politics, this is probably something you're aware of. The full recording of a secret meeting between Texas House Speaker Dennis Bonnen and the CEO of the conservative group Empower Texans has now been uploaded to the CEO's website, TexasScorecard.com, rather. Okay, so for nearly 3 months, people have been wondering what was discussed during that closed-door meeting between the two and former House Republican Caucus Chair Representative Dustin Burrows. Well, during the conversation in the recording, it appears Bonnen offers Michael Sullivan, who is the CEO of Empower Texans, a quid pro quo to target Republican incumbents, saying, I'm going to put your guys on the floor next session. This is referencing people who write for Sullivan's website. So the secret recording is an hour long. Bonnen released a statement saying it's clear no laws were broken, but accusations have been flying since before this recording was released. Sullivan is a big critic of Bonnen and a lot of GOP leaders, and media credentials for his website have been denied for the last several years. So it was perceived that Bonnen offered the credentials in exchange for the website's writers to go easy on legislators after this last session. So we're going to see more on that coming up on the 411. Okay, let's talk about some happy news from Austin to Galveston. Carnival Cruise Lines announcing it will have 4 ships home ported in Galveston year-round. All of this is starting in May of 2021. However, all Galveston-based itineraries are open for sale as of today, and those ships will carry an estimated 900,000 guests annually from Galveston, so that'll be some good business there. Over to Santa Fe ISD installing cameras in school buses to catch drivers who bypass a stopped bus. It is a real problem in our area, but starting tomorrow, the district is going to start issuing $300 citations to the registered owner of the car. Now, the district has been capturing these violations on camera since September 16th. They had a warning period, but that warning period ends tomorrow, so you've been warned. According to the Texas Department of Public Safety, state law requires that drivers stop when a bus is stopped and operating a visual signal. It's either red flashing lights or a stop sign. Drivers should not proceed until the school bus resumes motion. The driver is signaled by the bus driver to proceed, or the visual signal is no longer activated. So important things to keep in mind if you're driving around, especially in a school zone. Okay, finally, my favorite story. Oh, check this out. A young Astros fan fast asleep when, well, look who that is. Hall of Famer Craig Biggio photobombs him. This happened at Game 2 on Sunday. So this little guy missed out on a nail biter and an encounter with Biggio. He doesn't remember it, clearly, but hey, he's not going to forget it now. I'm sure his parents will never let him forget it. The photo was shared by Scott Brown on Facebook and, as you can imagine, has gone viral. All right, those are some of the big headlines you are clicking on today. Let's go to David Paul for a check of our forecast.
As we head into the next couple of days. Now, this is going to be a complicated situation.
Is it going to get any cooler?
This is going to be a complicated situation. I got you. Because as this moves into the Gulf, we're also going to have this approaching cool front. So, here's what we're looking at. I'm going to save this as a new show element. And this will move up this way into the Gulf of Mexico. So there's a 40% chance that that spot right in here, let me get my tools up here, right in here develops and moves into the Gulf. However, like I said, it's complicated because we've got this approaching cool front as well, and that is going to, I think, most likely deflect whatever tries to form in the Gulf of Mexico out into the Gulf of Mexico. In fact, here's where the front is right now. We've got it pushing into Dallas right now. So they're about to get a wind shift and cool off up in Dallas. We're still sweating here. It's unusually warm. We've got temps near 90 right now. It's very, very humid. But look at the clash of air masses kicking off this scattered shower and thunderstorm. It's been very rainy between Houston and Dallas most of the day today. And we're about to get into some of that rain, especially as the front comes in. So overnight tonight into, this is 2 a.m. tomorrow morning. You may be asleep, but there may be a clap of thunder. And that'll be the pitter-patter of rain with the front coming in. Once the front pushes to the coast Wednesday early morning at 5 a.m., We'll have that wind shift to the north. We'll have rain early in the morning, 5 a.m. So if you've got the early shift, you will be dealing with some rain here in Houston and across the area tomorrow morning. But by late morning, this is 10:30 tomorrow morning, the rain is off the coast and we've got that wind shift to the north. That will begin to make it feel much cooler. In fact, highs tomorrow, some 20 degrees cooler than they are this afternoon. Here we are now, 92 Tomball, Bush 91, Pearland at 90. Overnight tonight, we stay warm and humid, lows in the low to mid 70s. But you can see the green, that's actually the cooler air coming in as we head towards 7 a.m. and it does cool us off. So this is Wednesday afternoon. High temps only in the upper 60s at this time tomorrow. So instead of 91 at 2 o'clock, it'll be 69 at 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. So we're going to get a nice cool down. It's going to be a lovely fall afternoon tomorrow. Big picture. So here's the cold air. Old Crow's at 13. Carmack's at 23. We good? Okay. And that cold air is getting caught up in this next trough, which is here in the Gulf of Alaska. So the cold air heads south into that trough. There's also this jet streak. And we talked about this yesterday as well. That jet streak, that's a little core of very strong air, wind up at 34,000 feet at about 150 to 170 miles an hour. When you get that upstream of a developing trough, it tends to amplify the trough. And so look what happens for this next trough as it comes in early next week. Deep dip in the jet stream. This is next Monday at 4:30, so 6 days out. Big dip in the jet. Not only does that bring in cooler weather next week, but this trough should help to deflect whatever forms out here in the Gulf of Mexico up the east coast. So hopefully that won't be a threat for Texas. That's the way it looks right now. But obviously anytime something could be brewing in the Gulf, we watch the jet stream and what's developing out there very carefully, because it will be an issue of timing if that trough can develop as it's expected to lift that thing up and out of here before it's a threat to us. So a lot of moving parts in the weather this week. We're hot and humid this afternoon, increasing rain chances this evening. It's a 60% rain chance by tomorrow morning, with the wind shifting to the north at 14 tomorrow morning. So that makes for a high temperature. I've got us at 75, but the models just now coming in have us only in the upper 60s tomorrow. So it may be really nice and cool tomorrow, especially if the clouds stay thick, and I think they will stay mostly cloudy tomorrow. Thursday's gorgeous. Friday's gorgeous as well. Lows in the 50s, highs in the 70s. We'll begin to warm back up ahead of that next bigger system coming out of the Gulf of Alaska as we head into Saturday and Sunday. Saturday is a good day, 20% chance for a few showers. Sunday it begins to get a little more stormy, 50-50 chance for scattered thunderstorms on Sunday, 83. And then Monday we'll get a wind shift to the northwest. In fact, there may be a gusty west wind early Monday morning. That'll be the first part of that front coming in, that trough in the upper levels. And then by Tuesday, the wind shifts around to the east and northeast, and it's cooler, 50s and 70s again, as we go into the first part of next week. So what didn't we cover? And we'll go over all of this again, especially that tropical part in greater detail, this possible threat to the Gulf on the 411 at KHOU 11 News at 4 on the TV side. So we'll see you then with a more detailed, in-depth update on what's going on in the tropics.